They say that coffee is the most important meal of the day, and we hope you had already taken your cup of coffee. This is Smell the Coffee. We definitely hope your Java is already brewed, because we are bringing you exciting news, exciting interviews and everything in between. My name is Aina Raisa Koyo, alongside the queen of everything. Today is a Friday. We made it. We are so excited. Friday is our favorite day of the week.
Definitely.
And you know why? Because that means we get to rest.
Yes. I was thinking about it this morning. We are so in sync. It's our favorite day because we don't have to work for 2 days. Speaking of work, Aina, I think, what are your thoughts on having multiple streams of income?
I think that is a must for everyone. That is the only wish I have for everyone, especially as young folks. You need multiple streams of income, because if you are working, let's say for instance me and you, the coin that we make at NMH, that would be to pay our bills, maybe rent, water, electricity. The coin that we make on the side would be for group entertainment budget.
Look at you, Miss Ma'am.
That cannot be tampered with.
Yeah.
So I think it's really important. It just makes life easier for everyone.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I agree with you. I agree. I share the same sentiments. It's very important because it acts as a cushion, So when your one stream of income dries up, then you have another one. And then you can make, contingencies, because you never know, what might come up in the month. So then you are always prepared. And then you can go on vacations. You can do the most, And also, apart from having multiple streams of income, I also believe that it is very important to be financially literate, and to be financially disciplined.
Yes.
It's very important. Also, guys, my girl is going to the MTC, Fashion Week, and that's why you see the hairdo. So please do come through for my homegirl.
Please, if you see me on the ramp, snap me.
Yeah, man.
Because if you don't snap, you didn't see me.
Exactly.
If you don't snap it, you went
If you
there.
don't post it, you were not there. It never happened.
Some stuff. Please do remember that we are still running our competition. There is your question popping up on the screen, and when you have your answer, you can send me to the number that is also popping up on your screen, and we'll see you right after the break. Welcome back to Smell the Coffee. Now, in our first story, the queen of everything, take it away.
In our first story, one of the 3 councillors representing the Independent Patriots of Change in Oshakati Town Council, Martha Mina, has resigned from the council. According to her, she resigned because she was tired and was no longer interested in being a councillor.
I love it for her.
And one thing about this generation, even in your resignation letter, you'll just say it's not giving. The vibes are off. The vibes are off. I'm duped,
She literally said it's not giving.
It's not giving.
It's not
in a very
giving.
Diplomatic, in a very professional way. She was like, I'm tired, so I'm just I gotta dip. I gotta get out of here.
No, but she also has a good reason. She's saying that she has to go and pursue her studies. She wants to maybe take on accounting, and and there's nothing wrong with studying. You will never be too old to study. So I'm very proud of her for saying, listen, this is not working out, let me go try something else. Or maybe she's not saying it's not working out, she's just saying at this particular juncture of my life, this is not what I want to be doing. And I applaud her for that. At least she didn't leave the IPC and she shamed everyone. She did not shade anyone. She just left in a jolly spirit, light energy, and she went to go and she went to go live her best life. I love that for her.
It's very important, and it's very important to take a strategic break from politics. The same with Cyril Ramaphosa. Cyril Ramaphosa ran for a certain position, and then he didn't get it, and then he took a strategic break, 15 years, and then he came back, and then
he was president.
He's now president. So it's just like a strategic break, you go and strategize, you think about everything. I think it's very good. But I also think that, politics is not for the faint-hearted. So the moment you go in, you need to make sure, this is what you want. Because politics, it's not about any individual. It is greater than any individual. It is about the masses on the ground. It is about improving the livelihoods of the communities. So you cannot have And unfortunately, that is like what we see now, because many politicians wine and dine with corruption. Many politicians wine and dine with their own selfish motives and ambitions. So I think that, it is greater than any individual. It is greater than me. It is greater than,
it's a call to serve,
exactly.
basically.
It is a call to serve. We are called to serve. So
Now, some people, while we are called to serve, some people are called to live their best life, to be on holiday and to vacation wherever they want to in the world. Now, Gabriella Union and her husband, Dwayne, are in Namibia on a vacation. And that's a beautiful picture of them. I just hope we get to see them. I don't know. We are in Windhoek. They look like they are like somewhere with the dunes, maybe Sausage Place, Swakopmund, Falfish Bay.
So you think we can
I don't know, along the coast.
Do you think we
that
can get
would
them?
be great? Yeah, that would be like
can someone
a dream come
cry?
true.
But also in you know, as Gabrielle Union and her husband is there, but also Lewis Hamilton was also here. So I think Namibia is really gaining popularity, you know, on an international. So I love to see it, you know, Namibia to the world, because now these people come to Namibia and then they, you know, explore Namibia. They go tell their friends, you know, and more people come to Namibia, and then we gain popularity. And
Namibia is really the girl she
thinks she is. You know, the only country where the desert and the ocean meet.
Yo, even I would come to Namibia. I travel Namibia all the time, and I live here. It's such a beautiful country. She's definitely
the girl she thinks she is.
Very beautiful.
Now, in our third story, the Ministry of Home Affairs, Immigration, Safety and Security has warned foreign students who fail to attend classes after they acquire student permits and engage in other pursuits. In a statement released on Wednesday, the ministry said appropriate action will be taken against those students. Hectic chats for these students. Because what are you doing if you are not at class? You are even a foreigner. You come and then you are at the catch living.
But that statement is problematic. That statement is problematic.
Where are these foreign students going? Because
no.
But appropriate action should be taken. I agree with the ministry.
I also agree that appropriate action should be taken. But to say that you are even a foreigner, I think that's problematic.
We cannot shy away from the truth, though.
It is the truth, but maybe in a way that it's, you know,
give us how should
in the way that it's articulated in this particular moment sounds xenophobic. Do you understand what I'm saying? But I do agree with, you know, what the ministry is saying. I think that everyone should be in school, whether you are a foreigner or whether you are, you know, a Namibian citizen. I think if you are in a particular university, you should attend the classes for your own future. And I think for the ministry to step in is a good idea.
Yeah, it's a bold move.
Yeah, it's a bold move. It's necessary at this point. I think that people should be held accountable, and people in the same breath, I also think that people should, you know, be given equal opportunity to atone for their behavior. Because maybe people are not in classes because, you know, they have other problems. Maybe they don't have rent, or, you know, maybe they don't have transport money. So there are a lot of issues as to why someone would not be in class. Some people just don't feel like going to classes, and that should not be an excuse.
What kind of student were you?
The type that didn't go to class.
Yes, Miss Ma'am. Look at you, Miss Ma'am.
No, but I was going through the most some days, and some days I was tired. Guys, university is exhausting.
Yeah, it's draining.
It's draining, and sometimes you just need. And sometimes during the recess, you also have to do your schoolwork. So there is literally no time to rest.
Recess is like a botch.
It's a botch. They say there's no school, but then during the recess, you're working,
or the coming week, you know, you have tests, so you have to study. Well, you know, for me, it's just like I attend classes for that 80%, you know, attendance.
But does it really work, that 80%?
I don't think it works. I really don't. I think if it comes down to you probably, you know, missing one point, then you go to the lecturer, and then the lecturer's like, oh, but you have been attending my classes, you know. But for me, it's just like, I'm just there for the vibes. I'm just there to listen to whatever, not really pay attention, but then when the lecturer asks something, I will, you know, answer here and there, but also not because I'm I like to self-study, so I would rather prefer going home and go study.
And I agree with you on that, because not everyone is like, you know, we are different types of students. There are those of us who learn while in class, and then there are those of us who are in class, but we are not paying attention.
Yeah, we are in
class, are not there, present. But we are not it's just our bodies that are in classes. So I think we need to draw a balance. I think university students are adults. Let them choose which method of studying works for them. As long as the person passes, I think that should be the
I think
ground.
that is like should be the ground.
Yeah,
that is
because
what is of paramount importance.
what if I don't catch anything in class? Now you want me to be in class the whole day, yet I'm not learning anything, while I could be at home
studying.
alone in my own comfort zone, and I'm studying and I'm studying.
Because that is how I studied. That is how I studied best. You know, in the classroom, I'll just be. The other day, my lecturer asked me like, "Queen, did you listen to that recording I sent?" I was just like, "No, sir, I haven't listened to it." Because the only time I study is when I have tests or when I have exams coming up. So I do not study during the semester. But when exams come, trust me to sit in front of my books and to study.
So should the ministry maybe look at saying that those who fail?
Yeah, because why would you force a student that you
to
can
be in
clearly
class
see who's performing and who's not attending class, but the student is performing? And you know, I always told people, you know, I always tell kids, you know, learners that university doesn't test how smart you are. It tests your character.
Yes.
You know, how disciplined are you? No one is going to tell you go to class. No one is going to tell you you have a test, you cannot go out tonight.
Yeah.
So it's all about this. It's all about you refining and
yeah.
defining yourself, you know, what you're going to stand for, what you're not going to stand for. So I think it's all about your character.
I think the ministry should really look at what they are asking the students to do, and you know, maybe go back to the drawing board and maybe, you know, change some things regarding, you know, students not being in class, because what does being in class help?
Exactly.
Like I can be
you
in
cannot
class.
even use it as a barometer to measure like, are these students really understanding or paying attention in class? Because sometimes we just be there.
Some students have, you know, what is this, side jobs, but that would be illegal because you're on a, you know, study permit, but now you're working. But these things are happening.
Means, you know, you gotta make a means. So
these things are happening. But nonetheless, we'll be right back with an exciting interview after the break. Stay with us.
Ohole So Nice is an entertainment show brought to you by the youth for the youth, aimed at having more young people showcase their individual identities. Making a good impression does not come easy. The nerves and the natural way youth interact when it comes to dating, well, this has changed over the years. This is a dating show that allows individuals to participate and be their own true selves. Ohole So Nice focuses on blind date, talk about that, news, flex your style, and more. This show is broadcasted on NTV, 1up2.com, and on the MyZone Facebook platform. To share your experience or make your product or service part of Ohole So Nice, contact Zone at synergy.com.na. Ohole So Nice, because sabawelling isn't enough.
This morning we have Andri Finchke in studio with us, one of the organizers of the Walk a Dog campaign. Good morning, Andri. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so you'll be at the Tourism Expo tomorrow, you know, and you have this campaign of walking a dog. Can you please tell us what is the campaign all about?
So we, as a team, felt the Tourism Expo was a great platform to do some more community-based projects. And therefore we thought, let's reach out to the things that are, you know, close to most people's hearts, which are the animals. And so we got the SPCA on board, and they were very happy to lend us a few dogs to walk. And I have to say this because my boss said so. You can win a $1,000 cashback voucher at the Tourism Expo to redeem at any of our accommodation and entertainment establishments if you simply come walk a dog.
So wait, balance me real quick. So you just walk a dog?
Just
of any breed, like
sign an indemnity form and then you walk a dog.
I knew there was a catch to that.
We gotta make sure that you don't steal the things, and if you get bitten, it's not our fault.
Yeah, no, always keep your side clean. Tell me, do you have any dogs? Do you have dogs of your own?
I'm a cat person myself, but I love the dogs. I love the dogs.
Okay, so how's that going for yourself? With the cats and everything?
I have 4 of them in a small little flat, which I'm managing very difficultly.
All right, so but you said you love dogs.
Yes.
Would you ever want to own dogs?
Of course, millions of them. If I can afford it one day.
Oh, so what gave birth to an inherent love for dogs? Because I love dogs. I'm not sure whether I love them. I'm just very scared, but I'll definitely walk them tomorrow because I need to get the vibes. So what gave birth to your inherent love for dogs?
Don't you just think it's really nice that like there's a little person who's always happy to see you? They don't stress you. They don't bother you. Yes, they're little people.
Okay. Yeah. No.
They don't bother you. They're happy to see you.
Yeah,
And
no,
I need that some days.
Yeah, I think they really speak to your emotions and they understand. It's amazing how dogs operate. You know, we have dogs at home. You know, three of them, and the one gave birth. So now you need to hear me out. So the one gave birth to they are three now. So they had, you know, they mate. Yeah. But now the one doesn't want the dad. The mom doesn't want the dad near the dogs because, like, whenever with Marshall is the name. So whenever Marshall comes, then Princess is like barking and things. I'm just like, this is giving baby mama drama. This is like, you know what's happening in real life as well. So I was just like, dang.
It's mama bear energy.
Yeah, and it's just amazing how she goes about.
You did your job. Go away now.
Exactly. So it's just amazing how she goes about. So we have a dog back in the south as well, Bronze. So yeah, I love dogs, but I'm scared of dogs.
I think it's smart to always be cautious around dogs because they're just like humans. Things can trigger them, and you don't always really know how to navigate that. But I think be respectful of their space. Give them like time to sniff you around, and the worst that could happen is then they give you just like a warning bark.
Yeah. So tell us the importance of walking, the importance of this campaign. Why did you guys start with this campaign? As in, like, why walk a dog?
So the SPCA is always overflowing, and as a shelter, they are really doing their best to make sure that every animal is rehomed safely and responsibly. But some of those animals have been there for 200 days. And just, you know, getting out there, meeting some people and just having a fun day would be beneficial for them too. Some exposure for them, and also just perhaps someone falls in love tomorrow.
Yeah, no, so you never know. Thank you so much, Andrew, for joining us.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure having you, dog lover and cat lover.
Animal lover.
Animal lover.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us. Please stay tuned after this short commercial break. We will be back.
Chill Sessions is an entertainment show bringing the latest hits, fashion and entertainment news. Chill aims at reaching all entertainers, youth and artistic fans. Catch Chill on NTV, 1up2.com, the Namibian Sun, Chill and Namibia Media Holdings platform. Chill focuses on countdown of the latest hits, fashion trends, celebrity interviews, and more. To share your music-related news, products, and services, contact Chill at synergy.com.na. Chill Sessions, bringing art and entertainment to the people.
The weekend is officially my favorite. Now, speaking of official, the Tourism Expo officially opened yesterday, and here is what went down. Now, you know, this weekend is gonna be so lit. The Tourism Expo is happening, still continuing rather. You know, MTC Windhoek Fashion Week, Kasi Vibe, everything, the vibes.
Every weekend in Windhoek.
Yeah, it's going to be something. So you can choose where you wanna go. Tourism Expo, Kasi Vibe, Windhoek Fashion Week, wherever you wanna go, we will be right there with you. Let's have a look at our weekend vibe.
We endeavor to recover the sector from the impact of the pandemic. Ladies and gentlemen, the sector remains cautious as the World Tourism Organization, UNWTO, continues to call for stronger coordination on travel protocols between countries to ensure the safe restart of tourism and avoid massive losses for the sector. The success of this sector has a positive, significant impact to the Namibian economy. Therefore, the Ministry continues to support the sector to attract more visitors. Due to the unprecedented socio-economic impacts of the pandemic on the tourism sector, the Ministry of Environment, Forestry and Tourism has developed a national tourism sector recovery plan from 2022 to 2024.
And now, let each one of you shout, thank you, as loud as you can. 1, 2, 3. Thank you! Thank you for another chance to life. Let's shake each other's hands next to each other and say, thank you. We forget very quickly, and I say that to myself when I look in the mirror. This is the 23rd Tourism Expo. We had to skip a year last year for the first time in the history of this expo. And this year's theme is taking tourism to the regions. So over 70% of people want to do their bookings online. Therefore, social media has become a key driver in this process. How you tell your story, however, is even more important. And that's something that we should continue working on. Not just the story of your establishment, not just the story of your region, but not just the story of your country, but as a continent. Taking your story and creating it requires a lot of hard work and planning. And this expo is a classic platform to do so. So to celebrate the concept of telling your story, especially in the form of pictures, we have created over 16 Instagram moments at the expo. Please be part of that wonderful process and share those Instagrams, and let's be part of the story of the Tourism Expo.
The future of Namibia and tourism depends on us educating our children from a very young age. Up to today, the African Child Development Trust has been able to distribute over 12 million school books across Namibia. We reach 360,000 children weekly, from pre-primary to grade 3, in 12 different languages, and we travel over 11,000 kilometers daily to ensure this happens. The one and only reason this is possible is because of a collective effort. It is because of teams such as Namibia Media Holdings, various corporate teams, and specifically the Namibia Wetlands Group. So the Wetlands Group assists the African Child Development Trust by further distributing books across the entire Zambezi region. This region is known to be widely spread with schools with very limited resources. However, now that the Namibia Wetlands Group has assisted us with distributing the books, we can ensure that resources arrive at the children without them having to travel very far.
Viva Africa, the wind of change, sweeping across the African continent.
Flex is a health and fitness show that focuses on mind, body and spirit. Flex aims to reach all audiences that would love to focus on the health of the mind, body and spirit. The show is broadcasted on NTV, oneup2.com and cross-shared on the following Facebook platforms: The Republican, Algemeine Zeitung, Namibian Sun, Namibia Media Holdings, Sports Rep, Irongo, My Zone, We and Ewi. Flex focuses on daily fitness where we will be flexing our muscles, wellness interviews where we will be flexing our mind. For editorial and advertising queries, please contact zone@synergy.com.na.
Thank you very much for watching our show this beautiful Friday morning. Please do remember that we are still running our competition, which is courtesy of Smile the Coffee. All you have to do is answer the following question: what event is taking place at the Tourism Expo tomorrow? That is, what event is taking place at the Tourism Expo tomorrow? Once you're confident in your answer, you can send us a WhatsApp of your name and your answer to the number that is popping up on your screen right now. Queen of Everything will engage us on what her weekend plans are.
I'm definitely going to the Tourism Expo.
Yeah.
I'm working tomorrow as well, so I'll be going today. I have a hair appointment today, to look smart. I'm getting rid of the afro. And then I have to study. I'm writing on Monday and Tuesday, so that's about it. Might go to watch soccer because soccer is finally back.
Is Arsenal playing
Arsenal played last night. We won.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't even have to tell you who won because, it's like standard P at this point.
Okay.
But there's talk at Dr. King of, Black Africa and UNAM is playing. So I might, come through.
Oh, this is local.
Yeah, local soccer, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's finally back, it's been...
Which local soccer team do you support?
None.
None. Oh,
no.
Okay.
But I'm gonna see. I'm gonna be the judge Sunday to see whether I'll side with UNAM or.
Okay.
Yeah. So what are your weekend plans apart from MTC Fashion
That's
Week?
all I'm doing this
And
weekend.
resting, please. Let's rest.
There is no rest.
There's no rest for the weekend.
Are you saying I'm wicked?
That's not what I'm saying, man.
Awesome stuff. We are out of here. We'll see you again on Monday, same time, same place. Adios.